Les Misérables.
Volume 3. Marius. Book 2nd. The Great Bourgeois. By Victor Hugo. Narrated by Peter Silverleaf. Chapter 1. 90 years and 32 teeth. In the Rue Boucherat, Rue de Normandie, and the Rue de Saintonge, there still exists a few ancient inhabitants who have preserved the memory of a worthy man named Monsieur Gillenormand, and who mention him with complaisance. This good man was old when they were young. This silhouette has not yet entirely disappeared, for those who regard with melancholy that vague swarm of shadows which is called the past, from the labyrinth of streets in the vicinity of the Temple, to which, under Louis XIV, the names of all the provinces of France were appended exactly as in our day. The streets of the new Tivoli quarter have received the names of all the capitals of Europe, a progression by the way in which progress is visible. Monsieur Gillenormand, who was as much alive as possible in 1831, was one of those men who had become curiosities to be viewed, simply because they have lived a long time, and who are strange because they formerly resembled everybody, and now resemble nobody. He was a peculiar old man, and in very truth a man of another age, the real, complete, and rather haughty bourgeois of the 18th century, who wore his good old bourgeoisie with the air with which marquises wear their marquisettes. He was over 90 years of age, his walk was erect, he talked loudly, saw clearly, drank neat, ate, slept, and snored. He had all 32 of his teeth. He only wore spectacles when he read. He was of an amorous disposition, but declared that for the last 10 years he had wholly and decidedly renounced women. He could no longer please, he said. He did not add, "I am too old," but "I am too poor." He said, if I were not ruined, all he had left, in fact, was an income of about 15,000 francs. His dream was to come into an inheritance and to have 100,000 livres income for mistresses. He did not belong, as the reader will perceive, to that puny variety of octogenaries who, like Monsieur de Voltaire, have been dying all their life. His was no longevity of a cracked pot. This jovial old man had always had good health. He was superficial, rapid, easily angered. He flew into a passion at everything, generally quite contrary to all reason. When contradicted, he raised his cane. He beat people as he had done in the great century. He had a daughter over 50 years of age and unmarried, whom he...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?